falling leaves drift by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, summer kisses, and the sunburned hands that I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow longer, and soon I'll hear a winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Falling leaves drift by my window, the autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips of summer kisses and those sunburned hands that I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear a winter song. But I miss you most of all, oh, my darling, with those autumn leaves, those autumn leaves, those autumn leaves, those autumn leaves against the wall.
Good evening, and welcome to another segment of the New Black Leadership Coalition and the Black Power, but no, the New Black Leadership Coalition and the edit here at IntellectualRadio.com, and we're gonna have a candid conversation with you tonight. And you know, ain't no telling what's gonna come out of my mouth. But what you can rest for sure is that whatever comes out is gonna be undisputed. It's gonna be uncompromising, and it's undeniable the truth. And actually, mainstream radio would do really, really good if they would give me all of those hours and those stations on Clear Channel that you pay all of your rich clowns to be on every day. But if you really would give that time to folks with substance, I guarantee you that we can transform and change many of the things that's going wrong and most of the poison that's going in the minds of our people, and primarily just entertainment. I'm here this evening with a wonderful, great, astute student, Brother Enoch Muhammad from the Hip Hop Detox Nation. Really, really honored. And I know most of you all, and some of them still out there saying, "Where's Minister Mike?" Because Mike been setting them on fire up in here. But our coalition is comprised of many, 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 not just great speakers, and they just happen to be blessed with that ability, but they're strategists. These are abolitionists. These are warriors. These are freedom fighters, liberators. These are individuals.
You're tuned at IntellectualRadio.com.
Class is about to start. Call me Dr. Tony Pipe, baby. I'm here to teach you everything you need to learn, lady. Here's a quick way to get it easy, yeah. You ain't even gotta be the brother day. Me and you up in this room, yeah. Making all type of sounds, baby, you wanna hear you echo.
Welcome back to Monday Night Mingle Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Gina Lamar Evans. Excuse me. I am asking you to give us a call at 708-223-8953, 708-223-8953. Ask Ashley Page anything you want to ask her. It's open book for Ashley Page. She said, I got this. I'll answer it. So once you started having sex.
When did I start having sex?
Once you've started having sex, can you stop?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
Can't hear you. Speak into the mic.
Yes.
Now, how is that, though? Because you have some teens who say, or some young adults who say, well, we're already doing it now, and we already have a baby, so we might as well keep on doing it.
It's not the truth. I feel like if you prioritize your time, like me, I'm always keeping myself busy.
I don't have a light there.
When I'm at work, socializing with my friends, partying, or doing something like this, you don't think of sex. So
as long as you're keeping yourself busy.
Yeah, keep yourself busy.
But what happens when guys say we've already done it? I had a condom break once, right? And he said, well, now we've already had unprotected sex, so we should just keep on doing it that way. What do you think?
No, it's always good to strap up.
Why?
You never know what someone else may have, or if that female is not on birth control, then what's going to happen? You're going to have a baby. Were you prepared for that?
Very good. Yeah. What does it mean to be prepared to have a baby?
Well, I don't have any kids, but I would say to be mentally prepared, as far as like knowing like you're going to have to change your lifestyle around. You're probably going to have to get a new job. You're going to have to, if you don't have a car, you're going to have to get a car. If you know, you're going to basically have to figure out your life at that point in time. If you want to get back to school, you're going to have to do it. And you have to make sure that the baby daddy is on the same page.
Not the boyfriend?
Boyfriend, baby daddy, husband.
There you go.
Whatever he is.
Because I think people confuse that too, that married women get pregnant unexpectedly as well. Mm-hmm. It happens all the time when people say, oh, we weren't planning to have any more children, but then we did. We had Ashley Page. Now, it would really be more like Gina Lamar. My sisters and brothers are 8, 12, and 14 years older than me. And so my mother was saying, I went into labor at 36 saying, you're a lie. I'm not pregnant again. But ta-da, I'm here. Right. So just a question again, when we're talking about relationships and intercourse and sex that happens in the relationships, right? You say keep yourself busy. What happens to the guy? He says, you're so busy, I may end up dating Gina now.
Date Gina then.
What?
If I'm not beneficial to you, you need to keep it pushing. Because at the end of the day, I got to do what's going to make me happy. And I got to get this money because you're not going to give it to me. If we're going to stay at home and have sex, are you going to pay me for my hours and plus then some because I just took off of work to make you have sex? Like, no, it's not happening.
Got ya.
You know?
You kind of threw me when you said, I'm going to pay me. We're going to stay home and have sex. Are you going to pay me? I thought that was like you were turning a trick there or something. But I got where you were going. Like, you want me to take off work, so I'm not going to get paid for today.
Right.
And so, therefore, I was going to make $75 today. I'm going to need you to hand me $75.
Yeah, I need
and unless you are, I'm out of here. I'm going to my job.
Yeah.
Now, that, Ashley, I'm holding you to it. You've come on Monday Night Mingle Radio, July 25th, 2016, and you said, I'm about my money. I'm about my goals. I'm about my career. I'm about this anesthesia. I'm going to put you to sleep versus sleeping with you. That's what you said. You know what you said? So I thought, okay, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm doing it with you.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
We're not sure flick. Oh, look at the flick of the wrist. Oh, got you. I thought that's not looking at the time, though. Like, look at the flick of the wrist.
Got no watch.
Okay, got you. But you do have plenty of tattoos.
I do.
So let's talk about that. How did you get how old were you when you got your first tattoo? Since you didn't start dating till 16, when did you get tatted?
I got my first 2 on my leg when I was 16.
Really?
Yes.
So 16 just kicked it off for you.
Yeah, it was like.
When's your birthday again? August what?
7.
Okay, I thought it would be like it's 16-year golden year because
no.
Right. You started dating. You got tattoos. You got 2 tattoos. Did your parents consent?
My dad did because my mom said no. So I went to the shop and they said I had to have a legal guardian that was over 18. And I said, Daddy, can you take me? And he was like, yeah, he paid for it and everything.
So how does that work? Did you play your mom on that one?
No, I told her what I was going to do. And
she tell your parents what you're going to do?
No, I told her what I was going to do with that one. And she didn't believe me. And I said, okay. And I came back home like, Mom, look at my tattoos. And she's like, what? I'm going to beat your dad.
Sherry Lynn, you did see that impersonation, right? Done by the Ashley Page. So you said that was 16. You're only 20. I see body art from here to New York. What happened?
I got these. When did I get these? I sparingly got them. I really started getting them once I turned 18, like the more of them. I got the one on my back. The 2
How many are there?
Man, I got the one going down my spine, and I got the one on the back shoulder, and then I got my half a sleeve thing going on here.
Are you gonna fill it out?
I'm gonna fill it out. I'm just gonna stop here though. Here, I'm gonna do the back of here, and then maybe some hidden ones somewhere, but that's pretty much it.
Got ya. Why not get Ashley Page tatted right here across the neck? Or straight down the side of your face,
That's not really my forte.
Got ya.
Okay. And then in the medical field, you don't want somebody without that. Trying to take your blood and doing your vitals and stuff.
Got ya. That's totally fair. It's totally fair. I'm tatted myself.
Okay, now.
I know, right? I am. I know. People always say, Gina, you're tatted. I know. And it's hot and sexy. Okay, it's a rose that turned into a blob that everybody's like, you should get touched up. I was like, I did that in my 20s. I will never do that dumb stuff again. You can keep it. That's never going to happen. So, Ashley.
Yes.
With all of these tattoos, was there ever a risk?
Of course, there's always a risk when you're taking with someone who's putting a needle to your skin, of course.
God, yeah. I just wanted to at least know which one you were talking, that you understood what we were talking about. So what's the risk for tattoos? Because I want to hear it from somebody under 21 to talk to the other people under 21.
You got to make sure that, first off, that they opening up a new package of needles for you, for your own safety, because you don't want someone else's used needles, because that's going directly into the bloodstream, and you don't know what that other person may have, so you just want to make sure that.
And what could you possibly get from tattoos?
You could get various things. You could get TB, you get HIV, you could get
TB is bloodborne.
Yeah. So
is airborne, so you have to be. That's not bloodborne, it's airborne.
Right. Okay. So
you can get what?
You get HIV.
And what else?
And you can not TB. Well, I don't know, because I was told that
Hepatitis C.
Is it hepatitis?
It's hepatitis.
I didn't know if it was TB or hepatitis. But...
Yeah. So TB is airborne. So you have to be in the room with somebody and they're breathing. And so that's why you have to use a mask for that. But you can definitely get hepatitis. I want you to always know what the risks are, because we keep on saying, we talk to young adults and ask them about their drug of choice and their HIV risk. And they say, oh, no, I don't shoot drugs. I smoke and drink, because they're inner city kids, right? So they'll say, I smoke and drink, but they've got tattoos from here to there. So have you ever had tattoos at a tattoo party?
No.
You always go where?
To a shop, or I'll go to someone's house, because a lot of people do work out of their homes just because they make more money, but they have previously worked in a shop.
Are they licensed?
No.
Gaia. Do you know if you're supposed to have a license to do tattoos in the state of Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
So you have gotten tattoos by an unlicensed individual, which means the state did not regulate whether or not they know what they're doing, whether or not that ink has been tested, and you could be at risk. You're a real rebel.
I am.
You're a total bad butt. So am I. My tattoo, now that I understand the difference in hepatitis and HIV, I immediately ran and got myself tested, simply because I totally got tatted by Hell's Angels. Like some guy, ZZ Top, in Atlanta, some biker guy with a beard as long as, here to there. Are you okay over there? Myself tested for hepatitis C, because I filed for 2600. I was on vacation with some guy. I couldn't say that to my mother, but sure enough, that October, I met my husband. I know, and I was engaged to be married, and I wanted to wear a strapless gown, and I did, but we had to wear the shawl to cover it and everything, because I was tatted. All right, so I'm glad you were able to tell us about the tattoo risk factors, and that you're living on the edge because you got tatted by somebody without a license. But you do understand the overall risk, and you do make sure that the needle is coming out of a package. You do know they can reseal packages, though.
Of course.
Right. But what do you think they're doing before they reseal them?
I think they're trying to sterilize them a little bit.
There you go.
And then try to make it seem. But I mean,
but at
I
least
personally,
you believe they're sterilized.
Yeah.
You do. You personally know. Good.
You can tell.
Oh, Gaia. Mm-hmm. Well, you can tell. So can you give us one more factor on how other people can tell, though? Because if me and your mom decide to go get tatted tomorrow,
that'll be something.
Come on, Sherry Lynn, let's do it.
Ooh, that'll be something. Really, I can't explain it. Like,
it has to come out of a package.
Yeah, it has to come out of the package.
And then if we're getting tatted together, what about him dipping the ink in the same?
Well, he should use a new tube each time.
Got it.
The little, for the ink, the little tube thing, that'd be right there.
I'm not gonna lie. It was 20 plus years ago. I don't even know if he did that. I just had to get myself tested for hepatitis and HIV once I figured out my risk factors, because I really and truly put myself at risk. Mm-hmm. And that was just me not knowing. And I was 26. So I'm glad that you have read up on it, you know enough information about it, and that you're able to teach us about it and talk to other youth about it. Because you know what happens at the tattoo parties? We say Wanda's going to get her tattoo for free if she gets all 5 of us to get tattoos. Mm-hmm. So, of course, she's going to go ahead and get hers for free. And then you're going to say stuff like, oh, that's my best friend, Gina. You don't have to worry about changing needles with us.
That's why y'all always hear everybody like, I'm going to go first. Let me be first. Let me go there first.
Oh.
So they can be the first one with the needle, because they'll know it'll get passed around.
Oh, really? That's good information.
Yeah.
That's good information. So
if you're going to a tattoo party, make sure you're the first one there.
All right. So as we're, going to start closing out the show pretty soon, what is it that you would like for us? When you said, you know what, Gina, I want to come on this show. I want to talk about it. We need to talk about dating at a young age. We need to talk about the way things are happening for us as young adults, young females. It's kind of rough out here for us. What would you like for us to know?
I would just like first of all, my young females, I would just like for you all to know that just because these guys look at these other females as like, with these stripper bodies, that's the big thing around here. Like, guys expect for females' bodies to look like a stripper. Small waist, big bottom assets, you know what I mean?
And big boobs.
Right, and big
like
boobs.
Jessica Rabbit.
Right. So you don't have to have all that stuff. And these females are making themselves look that way and getting these, what are they called? The waist trainers.
Oh, yes.
They're trying to make their waist small, and that's really bad. It's real bad.
How do you know about it? How do you know about that?
I did my research. It's like,
come on, you put one on once before and you were like, this is crazy.
I never put one on. But I was going to get one because I know this girl who has a boutique and she's selling them. But anyways, it's just really crazy to me because us young females, well, not me, but us young females, they are trying to make themselves more, their appearance for the young male crowd and trying to make themselves look
Gaia.
Ooh la la. And you don't need to look like that.
Boom.
Boom. Like, you can do you and be yourself and look how you look, and somebody out there is going to love you for you.
Gaia.
And how you look, and your personality is everything. And then these females are just like having sex and getting exposed on Facebook, and you're like, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't.
What do you mean? What's a Facebook exposure? I'm on Facebook all the time. What do you mean?
So, like,
exposed?
Have you a timeline? I know everyone has seen this. Like, a girl having sex with a guy, and it's like someone holding a
timeline. Right.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Like, I'm looking for that kind of stuff on my timeline. I don't have any of that.
She's over there scrolling on her
right. Like, where is that happening? Right.
So people will share it, but like, they're getting exposed, like doing stuff like that. Like, that's why it goes back to saying, be careful who you have sex with, because some people are just trying to get clout, and they're being reckless. They're trying to say they had sex with this, but at the end of the day, girl, you was just like a piece of meat to him.
Really?
Yeah.
So what about females who say he was just a piece of meat to me? I used him. I'm in control of this.
These females.
These females. I love the way you keep excluding yourself.
Because I'm not like that, Gina.
Well, you're not like that, but we're females.
Yeah, I know.
You're dating under 21.
I know.
I'm not like that, but we're females.
Yeah, I know.
You're dating under 21.
I know. All I gotta say is, like, when it comes to a situation like that, if you feel proud about that with yourself and you wanna do that, okay, then cool. Because it is females that like to have sex. And there's nothing wrong with liking to have sex, but just be cautious and aware. But just, like, don't overdo it, because then you'll start to have a name out here.
Well, what about guys who overdo it?
They'll have a name too.
What is their name?
No profanity zone.
You got it, but what's their name?
I'll just put it.
Because I say it this way.
A jigaboo.
Well, I'll say a chickaboo.
A jigaboo. That's a nice way to put it.
A jigaboo or gigolo. Like, a jigaboo is from school days, and it was like the dark-skinned ugly people.
No. That's not the way I got it.
And like, you're a wannabe. Want to be better than me. So that's what jigaboo, when I think of jigaboo. But let me just say this. I say it all the time. I'm standing at the altar, me and my husband, right? Looking at him saying, man, I can't believe Gina, slowed Evans down. He, she slowed him down. He gave up his player's card. They're looking at him saying, I can't believe he's marrying that loose woman. Right. That slut. Whatever. Right? So I just want you to always recognize, when you were saying it, the double standard. So we as women try to say that we have equal. I just want you to always recognize, when you were saying it, the double standard. So we as women try to say that we have equal. We want equal pay, equal rights, equal voting rights. We want to become president. But at the end of the day, reputations.
Of course not.
Why?
That's just how it's been. Like, it's never going to be like that on the streets. Either you're pure or your East knows that you're that female over there that's been ran through, basically.
How is it that never changed, right? Because in the 50s, right, if you had too many boyfriends, then you were considered a loose woman, right? You were old maid, or not married, an old maid, right? You were considered a loose woman. That hasn't changed. Yet having babies out of wedlock has changed. That's acceptable. Us going to war, that's changed. That's acceptable. Us asking to be the CEO of a company versus the secretary of the CEO. So what do you mean? How did that not change for all of us?
It's like never going to change, Gina.
It's not.
It's like never going to change. You said it. I wasn't born in the 50s, but if you
and I wasn't either. Thank you very much. Learn your math.
Not
Show
saying
some
that
respect
you was.
up in here. No, kidding.
not
I'm
saying
kidding.
you was born in the 50s, but you know about, your parents and whatever.
Absolutely.
So they told you stories and stuff about that.
But I guess I'm just trying to figure out how everything else is acceptable. We could change that, but we couldn't change the reputation that a girl has for having too many boyfriends.
I don't know.
Bigger than that. Ashley said I could ask her anything, and I finally stumped her.
I can't answer that.
Stumped her. Everything else she had an answer for, and I love it. Give it up.
I can't go around saying, like, well, go over here, I'm going this life. Like, yeah, that girl, no, she just likes to have sex. No, people are going to be like, she's a this, that, that. You can't really change how something's been, I guess you say. But when you figure it out, let me know.
Good information. Well, Ashley Page, thank you so very much. I may need you to come back in again. If could you come back onto the show if I needed you to?
Of course.
If I need some more information about something else.
Yes.
If you find the answer to that, then I'll have you come back on and share that. But until then, next week I will be out is the actual Mingle. So please come to Monday Night Mingle at Reds, 6926 South Stony Island. It's August 1st. You won't be able to come. You're not 21 yet.
I know.
But the following month, you should be able to. But please come to Monday Night Mingle at Reds, 6926 South Stony Island. No cover ever. Free drinks live and in person. Give it up for our in-studio guest again, Miss Ashley Page. Woo! Thank you so very much for tuning in to Monday Night Mingle Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Gina Lamar Evans. Have a good night.
Make all type of sounds, baby, you put it in your echo. It's my specialty. Pleasing every part of me. You'll be my number one student, baby. I'll be your number one.
You're tuned at IntellectualRadio.com.
Call me Dr. Tony Light, baby. Here to teach you everything you need to learn, lady. Here's a quick way to get it easy, yeah. You ain't even gotta be the
Welcome to Monday Night Mingle Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Gina Lamar Evans. I have an in-studio guest with me. We'll be talking to her in just a minute. Sorry about the countdown. Me and my super producer, as always, are still trying to figure it out. We've only been doing this 2 years now. Anyway, but as long as he has my theme music playing that works for me and that makes everything okay, all because this is how you get it easy. Hey, welcome to my sex college, baby. The things I'm gonna show will drive you crazy, boys. Class is about to start. All right, so thank you so very much for tuning in. My name is Gina Lamar Evans, and I am your host of Monday Night Mingle Radio. We're doing this Facebook Live again. We're going for it. We're doing some things differently tonight. So the goal at all times is to make sure that you are tuned in to Monday Night Mingle. Go to the page, Monday Night Mingle, and then you can see us streaming live every Monday night at the Monday Night Mingle page, right? So I have an in-studio guest. Would you please state your name for me, ma'am?
My name is Ashley.
Ashley, we're not going to say Ashley Page Taylor.
I mean, if you want the public to know my full name, that is perfectly fine.
Absolutely. We always want the public to know our full name because we are public figures, right?
Of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. So welcome to Monday Night Mingle Radio. As always, we have to start the week off by thanking our sponsors, Pillar Insurance. At all times, we're thanking Pillar Insurance. Maurice Green, give it up for Pillar Insurance and give them a call at 773-288-3200, 773-288-3200. Another sponsor, Bedroom Candy by Kim Norwood. So she does this bedroom fantasy thing and this bedroom candy. I mean, she's a sponsor, so I have to shout her out. But truth be told, I do not like the way in which she played me this weekend. I'll tell you about this weekend, Gina Lamb. They went to Cincinnati Jazz Fest without me. They begged me to go. I said, no, thanks. You all go have fun without me. Guess what they did?
They went.
And had fun without me. Posted pics, did live video. They did everything showing me that they were having so much fun at the Cincinnati Jazz Fest without me. Unacceptable. So we'll work on that later. And then they've already posted the next trip coming up, and they're like, next year you'll be there. I said, I'll think about it. They said, don't worry, you ain't hurting our feelings, and posted another picture.
That's okay. You're here with me today. So.
Absolutely. And that makes everything much better because I'm here with Ashley. Or should we say, I just like Ashley Page Taylor.
Ashley Page.
I like Ashley Page. It works for me. So, as always, I start my week off with This Week in Gina Land. And This Week in Gina Land has been one heck of a week. I was saying, I'm a little tired. As you see, I don't have any makeup on. I need to do better. I know it's a radio show, but it's video radio, and I've got to do better about it. But the reality is I'm exhausted. I've been kicking it nonstop. Last Monday was Monday Night Mingle at Two Fish. We had a great time. You got fresh seafood, complimentary cigars, open bar. Ashley living her life. Yes, Ashley living her life, doing what she's supposed to. Now, that does come with two things. Do what you have to so that you can do what you want to. Do what you have to so that you can do what you want to. I always say that to young people. I want you to do that. So I have Ashley in studio with me, and we're going to be talking. We're going to talk about everything. First, we're going to talk about dating at a young age. The reality is nothing's off the table. We're going for it. She said I can ask her anything, anytime, anywhere, and she has an answer for me. Is that right, Ashley?
That is absolutely correct.
All right, then in that case, we're going for it. She's got her Facebook video live. I've got my Monday Night Mingle page Facebook video live. I'm going to ask that Earl or Wanda, one of you guys, hit my page and just tell everybody to go over to the Monday Night Mingle page so that they can see me live on Facebook, because I'm doing it for the Monday Night Mingle page. I've got to get everybody trained to do everything through that page, through that Monday Night Mingle page. So, excuse me, I am going to take a quick break just for a second and grab me some water. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about dating under 21. I'll be right back. I'm your host, Gina Lamar Evans at Monday Night Mingle Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
Lay your body down, lay it all down, 'cause it's about to start. Call me Dr. 25, baby. Here to teach you everything you need to learn, lady. Here's a quick way to get it easy, yeah. You ain't even gotta be the girl today. Me and you up in this room, yeah, making all type of sounds, baby. You wanna hear you echo? It's my specialty, pleasing every part of me. You'll be my number one student, baby. I'll be your number one professor, honey. Please open up your heart and give it to me. I'll give you all the knowledge that you need. This is how you get it easy. Hey.
Welcome back to Monday Night Mingle Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Gina Lamar Evans. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have a lovely guest in studio with me, Ashley Page Taylor. I like saying the full name. 4 years behind the times.
Well,
how's that?
I don't know. I guess me growing up, I was always around like older people, the older crowd, and even when I would hang with family, like my cousins that were older than me, I would always be around their friends. So with that being said, I don't know, I guess I just got into their age group and I was more mature, and everyone always tells me I'm mature for my age. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't really look at boys at a young time like, oh, I want to date, I want to be with them. Like, I was just more focused on my school and what I got to do.
Because it sounds like what you're saying, though, really sounds like the reverse. Mm-hmm. Most girls say, I started dating at 12 because I was around 16-year-olds, mm-hmm. and everybody I was around was dating. So therefore, I thought I should probably start dating. But you're saying being around an older crowd actually slowed your dating mm-hmm. pattern. Mm-hmm. How is that?
It was like a learning process. Like I wasn't one of those type of kids that wanted to grow up too fast. Like I wanted to be one of those kids like, okay, when I'm around 12 and I'm 12 years old, I should be outside riding my bike, playing with my friends, double dutch, spend a night over my friend's house if my mother would let me, because parents are very protective of their kids. So
some are.
Yeah.
Some are very liberal.
Some are not.
You got it.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess.
If your parents had let you, first of all, did your parents let you date before 16?
I don't know, because I wasn't into that,
Got ya. But if they let you date at 12, would you have?
No. I wouldn't know what to do.
Very good. Interesting. And it's great that you know that about yourself. May I ask what your zodiac sign is?
I am a Leo.
Oh, you have a birthday coming up?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's what it is. And you'll be how old?
I'll be 21.
What?
Yes.
That is it.
That is it.
Old age. You're an old maid. That's it. You fit the stay on your parents' insurance. You can do some other things. Oh, lots of stuff. You got till 25. Yes, you have until the age of 25. So there are things you do, especially if you stay in school, because you're in school, right?
Mm-hmm. I just finished stable relationship, and it's going to be long term. I don't want to be just somebody's baby mama. I need to be somebody's wife, somebody's best friend, somebody's homie, all that combined put together. You're
starting to sound like a song. I thought you were headed on somewhere, then you went from wife, homie, lover, friend, right? Then out yourself. It may be okay if you want to be a baby mama, but if you decide that you want to be more than a baby mama, you want to be a girlfriend at least, because I think that somewhere in there we've gotten confused in making people think that a baby mama carries more weight than a girlfriend.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't.
But I think the exact opposite, right? I think a girlfriend, at least you had a relationship with a baby mama, you make them seem like you stopped by, dropped off some sperm, and kept it moving. Mm-hmm. But that happens. And people say, oh, that's different. That's my baby mama. And I say, well, if she carries that much weight, why didn't you marry her? Right. Why aren't you with her? How are you dating me? What do you say to that? At dating under 21.
I absolutely agree with you, Gina. I'm not going to sit here and disagree because, like I told you, I'm very mature for my age. And the way I was brought up is, you post a date, then, you're supposed to get married, and then you can have kids. Or in the process of that, like, it is life, things happen. If you do have a kid while you all are dating, then
it's not life. That is a plan. That's a plan. You don't accidentally use heroin.
Yeah, I mean, that is true.
Come on, I can't let you off the hook. And at 20, when people say, oh, the baby just happened, things happen. No, things didn't happen. You have birth control. You have methods to not become a parent. Right. You have condom usage, which I advocate for at all times. Right. So when women get pregnant and when men impregnate them, that's something they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
I mean, I think we keep on trying to say, oh, it just happened and we're going to be together anyway, or I just love the way no one accidentally loses their check. The whole check, like everything gets lost there, but you accidentally get pregnant.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean? You don't accidentally, there's certain things that you want and that you don't accidentally let happen. So I always have to, you're riding the pony? I'm just trying to figure out where we're going with this.
Like you have to cleanse yourself down there. Like
down there?
Down there. Like
down there?
Yeah.
Oh, so your feet.
No, like
your
vagina.
Kneecap? Oh, got you. Or you're talking your genitalia.
Right.
Got you. So what happens if someone has dirty genitalia, as in some guy who has like musty balls?
You're going to be catching
Who's calling us, and why are they calling on your phone?
Someone's calling.
I know. There
We're
goes
not going to
your
answer.
That's
Press
fine.
Decline.
So we're good, but that's going to stop your... Oh, no, you went back.
No,
Look at you.
It bounces right back.
Very good. That's our thing. Oh, my God. So I love the fact that we get up and say some things, and one of the men, okay, I'm going to go for it. The only man in the room is like, what are musty balls? I don't have those. Every man has them. And then you come off playing basketball and you think you got your pheromones. That's not pheromones. That's funk. That's funk. That's must. Those are musty balls. Those are musty balls. And then you try to come and get romantic and want to nibble on my ear and try to get something started here. I think that's the cleanliness you're talking about.
Yeah. You got to, because then if that evolves, bacteria evolves, then you're going to catch some type of STD, and we don't
No. Now that I can't let you say. Woo. Must does not come. STIs do not come from dirt. No. So you can have as much sex in mud. You can get a bacterial infection if you allow dirt to get in there. But you can't get gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, HIV, trichomoniasis, gardnerella. None of that comes from dirt. So I want to make sure that people understand where that comes from. So you can't allow people to say, well, I was really dirty that day we had sex. That's where this STI came from. Not quite. So what I always want us to know, though, when you say about cleanliness, let me just say this to Ashley. I tried to say, because, you're dating at a young age, I'm dating at an older age, but it gets a little hard to tell. So then how would you tell somebody? Pull me to the side. We're dating.
Right.
You don't have to, we're not in a public room.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant if we was out in public.
No, your balls are funky. We're going to have sex. How do I tell you? Not so much.
I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm going to tell you, could you please go and clean yourself up?
Got you. Handle that.
Yeah, I don't want that. So, just like if you had the chance to have sex with Beyonce. Would Beyonce want musty balls? No.
Not sure where Beyonce came into this one, but we're talking about under 21. Beyonce's going to come into all of this because we're going to slay. We're talking to someone under 21. Beyonce is the standard for life, right?
She's up there.
She's up there?
She's
right up there with Ashley Page.
I'm trying to be like her. But...
Got you. Well, I do think you do much better being Ashley Page. She's pretty fabulous.
Thank you.
No, nobody. We don't have to try to be anybody. I think if we just enjoy being ourselves, I think that'll help.
I love being me, so.
Do you?
I do.
Tell me 3 great things about being Ashley Page.
Man, I'm funny.
You're funny?
I'm very
And
friendly.
not just funny looking?
Nah. Girl, look good.
Okay. All right. But is your hair in your way? Should we... Because you just keep moving.
Because it's the wind is a little blowing, but it's okay.
It's the wind.
So
now we've got that Beyonce look going, where she has the wind blowing at all times. I'm just like, how does Beyonce walk around with wind blown hair? Somebody's just walking in front of her with a fan at all times because her hair is just perfect.
It's always like that.
You got it. So you're funny.
I'm funny. I'm very caring, and I'm very friendly.
Very friendly. So you walk up to a group of girls in the room and you start conversation.
If I'm at a party, I'm not like other females. So I'm like, oh, I don't like that girl. I try to make the best of the situation. Because females already are going to be intimidated by other females. So why not break the ice and be like, hey, how you doing?
Why are we intimidated by each other?
I have no idea, but that's just how these females are nowadays.
They're
in competition. Younger females versus younger females, and older females, or younger versus older.
Let me see. One, I don't see myself in competition with the assistant in the room, Wanda. I walk in, she's thinner, she's a little cuter. I mean, she ain't no Gina, don't get me wrong. She's no Gina Lamar. Definitely, you're not on my level. I'm 49. You're 21.
You're 49.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to need her not to be appalled by my age on live. Don't let the gray streak fool you, baby. But no, absolutely. And so a 21-year-old, there's no competition. Absolutely. Yeah, don't let the gray streak fool you, baby. But no, absolutely. And so a 21-year-old, there's no competition. Now, let me say this to the dirty old man in the room. I mean, to the male in the room. To the male in the room. There's a really great picture there's a really great one that came out that when men say things like, oh, they're 49, but they want to date a 20-year-old, right? He could have had a baby at 15. He could have been born at 15 and had a baby at 15.
Because nowadays, it seems like the older people are getting, they're wanting another child.
Oh, so that's why they're dating younger women?
I think so.
Interesting.
I think it's to make
You've heard that from
like
dating under 21. You heard it yourself. That's pretty good.
We're just getting started.
Oh, we're not. So, okay. So we're easing our way into it.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you ease your way into sex?
As far as as far as getting intimate or
yes.
actually.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, what is it like these days for dating in under 21? Do I still have to call you, take you out to dinner, or do I just hit you up on Snapchat, and say, Snapchat me that. I'm just saying, it goes down in the DM. It goes down. Oh, I can't wait to tell. Come on, Ash. I got you. I was waiting on Ashley to get here, right? So I text her. She said she's on the way.
Oh, I got you.
And I said, how far? And then Ashley sent me like the miles and the minutes that she was far away. I was like, come on, Ashley. I thought we were going to do the song. I don't even know who it's by. It's my favorite song.
I don't even like Gina. I'm going to go over there and talk to her. Like, yeah.
You're headed their way, right?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm coming to you. Now you have my attention because you approached me correctly.
And so, that's the kind of work I do right now. We're trying to be proactive in getting to, you name it, counseling. And so, that's the kind of work I do right now. We're trying to be proactive in getting to the young people before the violence actually happens, meeting the root causes.
Muhammad? And, mirroring a lot of what Pastor said, I was not necessarily a member of a street organization or gang, but I peers to violence.